Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to share some tips and some things that you should do and something that you should not do before you start applying to digital marketing jobs. So the first thing that you should do before you start applying to digital marketing jobs is you should deactivate your Facebook or change your real name from it. The same thing goes for Instagram, Twitter. You might not think that people will go this far, but you apply for a job, they're gonna take your name and they're gonna search for you on Facebook, they're gonna search for you on Instagram. And if you have a picture there they don't like, that might be a reason why they don't call you for a second interview or your first interview. You never know. You might have a picture where you're drinking, you might have a picture where you're having fun and they don't like it, they think it's offensive. Because the thing about this, some employer is that they really don't want to hire you. They're looking for the littlest thing in order for not to hire you. Let's say you might apply to a job and if you have your beard, they might not hire you because of that. Oh, he has a beard. No. If you go without a suit, that's another reason. Oh no, we cannot hire him. He doesn't have a suit, doesn't have a tie. So unfortunately, as sad as it is, employers, they're looking for the minimum thing in order for like passing you. They're looking for this like perfect candidate that do not exist. You know, it's like you need to talk in a certain way. Haven't you noticed that every time you go to a job interview, you have to answer the questions in a way that is not really truthful? Let's say if they ask you, why do you leave your last job? You already know this. You cannot talk bad about your last employers. So if you guys have been saying like, oh, I did not feel comfortable working for them, and never talk bad about your last employer. Say something like, oh, I'm looking for growth. I feel like I learned enough and now it's time for me to move on and deal with different challenges or something like that. But never say something like, oh, it was boring or my boss was mean. They don't like that. Also, when they ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Never say what you really want to do within 5 years. Every question they ask you in a job interview, always answer. You have to answer in what they want to hear. So it's like, what do you want to do in 5 years? You have to say, well, in 5 years, I see myself as one of the best PPC specialists that this agency has. I see myself as a person that others can rely on, and I'll be ready to take on more responsibilities. Or I see myself as a digital marketer. You know, you cannot say, oh, I see myself having my own agency, or I see myself being rich or whatnot. No, you have to answer in a way that what they want to hear. So before you start applying for jobs related to digital marketing, please go change your Instagram name, change your Facebook name, or deactivate it, because you might be sending 20 jobs application in a day. But if they go into your Instagram, like me, my Instagram, I like working out, so sometimes I take like shirtless like pictures, or I like having fun on the weekends. I might go out and have a drink or two. Ain't nothing bad, but I don't know why these employers are programmed to judge you. And it's like anything you say, any way that you talk, any way you dress, even your accent, even where your skin color, they're gonna judge you. That's why, you know, a lot of people struggle finding a job, because they're looking for this perfect candidate. I've seen some job applications that say that in order for you to apply, you have to graduate from a top tier school with a 3.5 GPA. So and they want you to have X amount of years of experience. So it's really hard. So that's one advice that I have for you guys. Change your Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook name, or make sure that the pictures that you're uploading, they look professional, just like your LinkedIn will look. And don't be posting weird memes and offensive things like that if you're gonna leave your name in there. So that's something for you to watch out. And the other advice is, when you're getting these answers, make sure when employers are asking you these questions, make sure you answer in a way that answer what they want to hear. And another thing is, don't sound like a robot. Don't sound like you're reading off a script. That's why I don't suggest practicing like word by word. Just have like bullet points, and remember that any question that they ask you, it's related to digital marketing. So just say that, oh, I'm really passionate about digital marketing. I feel that's a great accomplishment, me being able to help businesses get more clients, leads, and sales. Try to sound natural. And another advice is, apply to as many jobs as you can. Apply to jobs that are not even related to digital marketing, because this is a strategy that I would suggest you guys use. Apply to jobs that are not related to digital marketing, so you guys can not get nervous when you go to a digital marketing interview. So apply to a whole bunch of jobs not related to digital marketing. Go to like 3-5 interviews so you can feel more comfortable. And once you're comfortable enough, go get that dream job of yours. You can apply to retail store, restaurants. It's an interview, so they're gonna ask you questions. You're gonna be a little nervous. You're gonna reply, and the only different thing is that they're gonna ask you in digital marketing. They're gonna ask you questions related to digital marketing. So that's my advice, guys. In the next video, I think I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna continue talking about more interviews, advice. In the next video, I'm gonna talk about the number one thing that I struggled the most when I was applying to jobs and when I was going to interviews. They were asking me some really hard questions, and I'm gonna share some of those questions with you guys. So there you have it, guys. Number one, change your social media name. Answer every question they ask you. Answer what they want to hear, and get practice. Apply to other jobs not related to digital marketing and get practice, guys. Good luck. You guys can do it. You guys can get that job, and I'll see you on the next video, okay?